A mysterious evening wove its way through ancient trees, and shadows grew denser, instilling a sense of overwhelming tension. My friend Jake and I, relieved of the burdens of the mundane day, decided to have a picnic in the forest, far from the hustle and bustle of the city. The dark silhouettes of the trees formed ominous recesses, like the jagged teeth of a monster ready to engulf us in its embrace. Our picnic table was set on a small clearing, illuminated only by the dim light of the fading sunset. Gathered around the fire, we tried to dispel the looming shadow of unease, as if something hidden and ominous was watching us from the depths of the Jake and I discussed various topics, trying to suppress the rising feeling of anxiety, but to no avail. At some point during one of our jokes, my gaze fell into the depths of the forest, and there, in the distance, I saw something strange. It was enormous, almost as tall as the trees, towering above them like the Lord of the Forest. Its body was covered in thick fur, shimmering in the firelight like glowing coals, but the most stunning were its eyes, two bright blue flaming orbs shimmering in the darkness like two lakes of fire, piercing through the murky gloom. I couldn't tear my gaze away from this creature, and it seemed, couldn't take its eyes off us either. A cold shiver ran down my spine, making me press closer to Jake, as if seeking protection in his presence. What is that thing?" Jake muttered, his voice trembling so much that it seemed as if he himself was scared of his own words. "Why, I don't know," I whispered, my voice trembling as well. But there was only one thought spinning in my head. We need to get out of here. Right now. We slowly got up from our seats, never taking our eyes off the creature. It didn't move, remaining motionless, as if it was a part of this dark forest, like an ancient tree or a rock, steadfastly standing its ground against time. We managed to reach the car, but even as we drove away, I felt those blue eyes watching us, piercing our souls with their cold, fiery gaze. We didn't speak a word about what we saw when we returned to the city. But even now, as I sit in my room, under the covers, in the darkness, I feel that gaze, that fire still haunting me, like a demonic specter feeding on my fears and doubts.